WBZT.
1230 WBZT.
Doctors Without Borders is saving a life somewhere, right now. In crisis areas around the world, Doctors Without Borders teams deliver medical care to people caught in conflicts, epidemics, and natural disasters. You make our work possible. Learn more at doctorswithoutborders.org.
1230 WBZT. The thoughts and opinions expressed are those of the sponsors and don't necessarily reflect those of this station or iHeartMedia.
Lunchtime. So, how's your morning going up till now? It's noontime, and two boys from Brooklyn want to serve you a huge portion of humor for lunch. So, break out the lunch pail or the sandwich you packed, and let Les and Freddie S. bring you jokes and nostalgia mixed in with important information about medicine, food, dating, or just the stuff you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. And if you have a story about anything you want to share, a bad date, a movie review, or just the strangest thing that happened to you at work, call in and join the fun toll-free at 1-800-889-0267. Right now, sit back and let's start the lunch break. Freddie S. and Les are ready, so here are the boys.
Here we go. Good morning. Oh, no. Good afternoon, Boca. No, we're not in Boca either. Good afternoon, Florida. You know, I used to do that with the Freddie Fixer show. Good afternoon. And how are you today? And I'm going to talk to Connecticut first.
Hello.
Because Liz is settling in. Two boys from Brooklyn. This is what you get when you get two people or three people, as Liz would say, two boys and a boy. And you put them in the radio room, you get all this confusion. But anyway, Miss Connecticut, how are we? How are you doing?
We are great.
We are great. You ready for another rock and roll show?
Heck yes.
Heck yes. Liz, are you... Liz just walked in, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to know the reason I'm stalling here is because I don't know if she... Are you ready?
I'm just about ready, sorry.
Are those your new headphones?
These are my new headphones. You like them?
Oh,
Instead of that little white thing sticking out of my ear.
They're called cans.
Yes, they're called cans. See, now I'm a
Holy
professional.
mackerel, you look like Mickey Mouse.
I'm sorry I'm late today, but the luxury of doing a job like this, and you guys are in the video industry, is that we do have the freedom to be able to see our children when they perform. And today my daughter did her very first performance, having to speak in front of a whole audience and give a poem, and she had to pretend she was J.K. Rowling. Nice. So it was very cute. She put on a blonde wig, and she pretended to be me because she's got long black hair, and she had to stand up
You
in
gave
front
her
of...
those headphones?
I didn't give her the headphones. She was
You
J.K. Rowling. So she was all about Harry Potter, go! You know, she was really cute.
Did she do an accent?
She didn't. But one of the little girls actually was Princess Diana. That was my daughter's best friend. And she got up there and she did an excellent British accent as Princess Diana. And she was 10 years old, and she was poised, and she was fabulous. Mm-hmm. And my daughter was poised and fabulous, too. So that's the luxury of doing a job in entertainment, is that we do have the freedom to go watch our children perform and do events like this.
I hear you. Scary thought. Okay, today's show brought to you by am2.tv, Health and Wealth. And are you ready to promo a line? Not a Bible, a line for your new product?
Oh, yes.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Not a Bible.
Quick line.
A quickie.
A quickie like yesterday.
There you go.
So I have a company, and it's called Sky H2O Water, and our website is www.skyh2o.com or h20.com, and basically it's just water made from the air, and what we're going to be doing is producing it in glass bottles. It's the purest water you can buy straight from the air, no impurities, and the really true benefit about it is that we're going to be doing home delivery and restaurant delivery, where we're going to be taking glass bottles and recycling them and then going back to our warehouse and producing them from the air.
Take it easy.
Okay.
This is what I mean.
That wasn't even a minute. Was that a minute?
It's 3 minutes.
Connecticut is shaking her head going, I didn't even do 60 seconds.
Water from air. Go to the website, check it out, and then we'll do the promo for it later.
Okay,
thank you, Freddie. I want to thank the sponsors. Jeez, this is what I mean. Unbelievable.
You give a broad a mic and you can't stop talking. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you. Now you see what I go through, ladies. Anyway, today's show, we're going to talk a little bit about the art of filmmaking.
Exciting.
Which is exciting, and we have a couple of guests in here, which we'll introduce in a couple of seconds. Now, you are responsible today for giving out the phone number.
Oh, wonderful. How do I find the phone number?
It should
There
be
it
right
is.
in front of you.
Right in front of me. Okay, hold on a minute.
Look at this.
Got to put on the granny glasses.
All of this. You got to
Granny glasses.
Memorize the number.
The telephone number, folks, to call in and speak to our lovely guest today, or Freddie and Liz, is 800-889-0267. That's 800-889-0267. So call in and you'll get to ask any kind of question or just banter and do a shtick with us.
That's right. And when I ask you to, to say the number, you should
I'll be
right
on
off the
it.
top of your head. Okay.
800-889-0267.
There you go. And ladies and gentlemen, because Liz has brought it to my attention, we have Wi-Fi issues in the building. They are upgrading the system with Comcast. So one of the reasons that if you're watching us on amp2.tv and it buffers or freezes, the reason that's happening is because there is an upgrade going on in the building. And hopefully we'll get that straightened out as quickly as possible. But if not, you can always watch all the shows on amp2.tv. You can go to the Facebook page, which is the same name, and see the numbers.
And it's playing right now?
Huh?
The show is playing
Yes,
right
it's playing. It's playing
And
right
you
now.
can catch them a day later on YouTube by searching for Two Boys from Brooklyn, and eventually it'll say Two Boys and a Broad from Brooklyn.
That's right, abroad.
Abroad.
We're gonna make sure that the broad is the broad. Anyway, yes. And as you can see on my phone, it is streaming. Okay. And the funny thing is that yesterday they're telling me it doesn't stream. It does stream.
It does stream,
It
but
does stream. No,
what
you
I've
got
heard is
buffer issues all over the country. I
it
don't
just
hate
kind of taps out every 10 minutes and goes to some sort of
Anyway,
commercial.
let's move on. And Freddie is only on the camera every once in a while because, to be honest with you, I hate the camera.
Achoo. God bless you.
That's right. But anyway, let's introduce our lovely guest. And the one on the far, I guess my far left, is Alexandra Bellos. Get your nose out of your phone.
The reason I have my phone in my hand is
And move
because
move that mic over a little bit this way so we can see you. There you
I am
go.
trying to find that link so I can put it on my Facebook right now
That's what I was
and
trying
create
to do.
a call to action to people like to watch the
Well,
show
now
right
ain't
now.
the time.
You have to prep the day before you
No,
come
I
on.
understand, but when I went
I've
to,
only known her for a year.
when I went to AMP2 TV, there's no link on the Facebook or
yet.
your Facebook, so I'm like, okay, so
On the Two
never
Boys from
mind.
Brooklyn, we haven't put the link yet.
We're creating
We've
all
only
that.
done 7 shows.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just I was
Well, we're-
googling the site like amp2tv.tv. Is that what it is?
Is AMP2 TV Productions, or that's the website, or Two Boys from Brooklyn.
Oh, that's
It's
it.
on Facebook. But AMP2 TV is the website where if you go down to watch live, you can see it live.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for.
Can you introduce our lovely guest?
I can't because she's so technical in her nose. Look at this. They're looking at their phones. Alexandra
We gotta promote
Bellos.
it. We have 45 more minutes of show. We better get those listeners.
Alexandra Bellos from... Now, I know you as Artistic Times, but I don't think that's what you want me to call you, right? What do you want me to call you?
Alexandra Bello
From Artistic Times?
from ABP TV.
You see? I knew it. Say that
From
again.
what TV?
ABP TV.
Tell us a little bit about what Alexandra Bellos from AMP TV does.
ABP TV, it's basically a couple of years ago I wanted to develop like an online channel. So I was developing it on its own domain website, but I decided to change it to Vimeo for a while, and I have been streaming all of my creations. You know,
Tell
my
us about your
short-
creations. What do you create?
I am a filmmaker.
A filmmaker?
Yeah,
A filmmaker.
filmmaker.
I can't wait to talk to you because they used to call me Showbiz Liz, so we'll have a lot to chat about.
She was
girl.
She's gonna tell you how she was the original No Tears commercial baby.
I don't tell people
Yada,
that
yada,
story.
yada.
Freddie tells people
I do
that
because
story.
I remember that when I was growing up, and anyway,
She wasn't
no side.
even a thought in her parents' mind at that time. She's such a youngin'.
I'm 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it was about 30 years ago, Liz.
Oh yes, of course it was.
Now I also know that you do a session every 3 months. You put something
Yes,
together.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I am also an event organizer or an event producer, and I either take care of red carpets, entire red carpets for local events in South Florida, or I do what would be the PR for them, the PR and media for events that are 3, 4, 5 days long, like film festivals, for example. And I also have my own event, quarterly event that I put together called,
Which I've been to.
yeah, called Film Carpet. We host the event at local art house theaters in South Florida, and we feature local filmmakers and their works, their short films, their trailers. And right now we're getting ready to put another edition in May, and we're gonna be accepting screenplays, and we will be giving a $500 cash prize to the winner, the best screenplay.
Okay, so before we get in, because I want to talk to you a little bit about the screenplays and how that whole thing plays out, because I met some of and the first one that I went to, the gentleman, the ex-cop, which
Yes.
in my head always sticks because I got to see it on the big screen. But you brought a friend. Why don't you introduce your friend and tell us
Yes.
what she does a little bit?
Yes.
Hi.
Well, this is Daisy Cedeno. Daisy Cedeno. I've known Daisy for like 6 years now.
Yes, incredible.
Oh my God.
Time flies.
Yeah, Daisy has been in radio for 13 years and in many radio stations, and she was recently on the news. For like the past year.
Yeah, for Mundo Fox,
And
Yeah.
what were
which
you
is
on,
called
what were you
Mundo
on the news for? You didn't run down the street naked or anything.
No,
like that.
not really. Not every now and then we go
Every
crazy,
now
but
and
no.
then, there you go.
But no,
It's
we.
riding with us.
I did a little bit of news and interviews, political interviews, and also.
Rubio?
Well, we talked to Patrick Murphy, which is the congressman right here in District 17, I believe it is, and we also talked to the superintendent of education. We interviewed him when he got the job in August, so it was pretty much a little bit serious, and every now and then we had fun. So
Now, you were working for Fox, or you were working for Mia?
Mundo Fox.
Mundo, and we can
Mundo
say
Fox.
Mia because this is an iHeart station.
Exactly. I worked for Mia before, but I'm working with different radio stations in the East Coast, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, doing reports, weather, traffic, updates, news for
So
morning shows.
are you hired by the stations, or do you
Freelance.
You freelance.
Mhm.
Interesting. So you got a ton of commercials, connections. We have to
Ah.
talk.
Yeah, so I can relate to the freelance world. I'm not sure how you decided to go freelance instead of go permanent, but it's a tough road. I mean, I did freelance for 17 years, and all of my friends who took permanent positions at networks and stations, they're still working. That's the only negative about taking freelance. You make a lot more bang for your buck, as you know,
Yeah.
but you don't have the longevity with the career.
Yeah.
So if I could give you advice for being a young, beautiful girl and having been down that road and worked as a reporter in front of the camera, behind the camera, if you get that opportunity to take a permanent job, don't keep thinking about what's on the other side and how much more exciting it is and how much better the cash is on a day player bit. Because when you do a day player, eventually they don't need that day player. But when you're a permanent position, you can retire with that job if it's a good network.
Yeah, the
So
only
keep
thing.
that in mind.
Yes, I agree completely. But the only thing with freelance, you have so much freedom to do different things,
I understand.
travel, and also get to know, the career as it is. Sometimes when you work for a network, you have to rely on whatever it is that is happening at that network. So it depends on the personality. I would
That's
say it depends on
I'm
the
with
person.
you. I'm with your
So
girlfriend.
if you are that kind of person that can stay with the job 30 years and be happy
Like a
about it,
Walter, what's her face?
I'd be bored to death.
Yeah, I would
Barbara
too.
Walters.
Barbara Walters.
Listen,
Exactly.
all the advice I can give you for having done this from the age of 2 till the age of is that I'm a real sort of fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl, and I love to just travel and see everything. So I went from
know.
TV to commercial to radio to this to that.
You've done it all.
And I did it all in freelance from New York to LA to Florida to England even to Nantucket. But at some point in your career, you want to become a mom and get married and do all that. And then if you have to go back to work for any reason, it's very hard because you don't have that network stability. So all I'm saying is at some point, have your fun, do what you're doing, get to play, get to run, get to do all that. But when you get an opportunity as you get a little bit older and you can take a long-term permanent job, think about it long and hard and consider it.
But she has a studio in her house.
Yeah, the way that
She
I
has
do
a
it,
studio like this.
I have like a studio and I created my own niche that I can
And
be
you send it out.
freelance
That's right.
and just do it on my own and have my own
That's right.
company.
That's
That's a-
great.
that's a simple-
That's
you know what?
different.
You know,
See,
the
times
bottom-
are different now, I
That's
guess.
right.
Yeah.
From 90 years ago, yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the way to
I went
go.
from 30 to 90 30 seconds.
Listen, the bottom line is where the paycheck leads you is where you're gonna.
And you
where
have to
you're
be
gonna go.
happy. I
That's
just,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
I just feel a little bit.
I'm never
you know,
happy. It's all about having fun. I'm never happy.
Freedom of this job is that you get to be so creative. So tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about some of the things that you're creating, you guys.
Well, I have worked on 3 documentaries so far. I got out of school in 2012, and although I've been in this business for like 21 years, I have been more like in front of the camera or in acting or in theater and stuff like that. And you know, right now I decided to be a filmmaker about in 2008.
Right.
And I came to act here to the United States. I moved in 2000 at the end of 2008, and then I started going to school very shortly. Like 2010, I was going to Miami Film School. Then I went to the Art Institute, and I graduated in 2012. And I incorporated immediately right after graduation, and I started doing short films, trying to develop like television concept. I'm actually going to finally one of my first concepts that I graduated with was Women on Wheels.
Yes.
We then turned it into Women's Own World, and it's called Wow TV. And we are just, signing that
Is
contract.
Daisy part of the Wild TV?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is part of the Wow
Yes.
TV.
We're having fun at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when you develop these shows that you put together, these short films, you must get a lot of people that come in with their 15-minute
Yes.
reels, right? I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's trying to get known and seen and what have you.
Yeah.
How many do you get? And how do you pick the one you're going to display?
I usually try to feature at least 4 short films because I dedicate a whole hour or an hour and 30 minutes to showings, and then I go right to trailers and to talking.
Your shorts are
things like that.
15 minutes or less, not 5 minutes or less?
15 minutes or less because they're like longer extended shorts, and then I do allow one featured one, which is usually either mine or somebody else's, that is like a featurette, and it can be like 24 minutes. And after that programming, I basically pack it up with a red carpet at the beginning or at the end, and I also put trailers in, so I feature 5 more people that have things coming, and they can show their trailer there to invite the people to go to their premieres and things like that.
Right.
And then I get a guest speaker in there, a performer to open the show or an intermission, things like that,
So can you tell us again, for people who want to enter your short film festival, what do they have to do? How long does the sizzle reel have to be? And where do they contact you?
Well, you can contact me directly, 786-440-8450. My name is Alexandra Bello, and you can find me everywhere in social media and website. And my company, it's Alexandra Bello Productions. So I have alexandrabello.com, Alexandra Bello Productions. You can even find me through my network domain, which is abptv.net, and it'll take you to the same website.
And if you want to speak to these girls today here on our show, call us at 800-889-0267, 800-889-0267. Connecticut, you have something to say over there? You're dying to speak. I can see it.
Does she need a PA? Yo hablo español.
Oh,
Ay, qué
amazing!
linda.
I love collaborating with new people all the time, and I love connecting people with each other as well. I know a lot of filmmakers. There is actually a lot more going on in South Florida when it comes to independent filmmaking from last year to this year already.
Yo hablo español muy lindo.
Gracias.
It's funny because
Been in the business 20 years, sorry.
it's
Oh,
funny
she's pitching right here. Look at that. Call us up and pitch us right now,
Me
anytime.
too.
It-
21 years.
It's funny, but when you interview a lot of the people that you put on the air, from your show,
Yeah.
that I have the
I have a
luxury
radio
of
show
seeing
as
that.
well. Yeah.
I mean, like you have musicians like Vivas was on there, Laura was on there, and the different ideas. When these films get done, what happens to them? I mean, the bottom line is if I put in, and people don't understand what it takes to do a 15-minute reel.
Oh my God.
The editing, the sound, the lights, and then the reshoots and the reshoots, and did I say
And the
reshoots?
rehearsals.
And the rehearsals that don't look like rehearsals. and then it looks horrible on film because when you look at it through your eye, when you're seeing it, you're so many other things going on around you, and you have to redo it. So that 15 minutes may take 30 hours to produce.
Correct.
What happens after all that hard work? What happens to the film? What happens to the person?
Well, basically,
Good question.
I try very hard to literally just like bring guests, to the event, and distributors, and more like independent distributors, not necessarily the big games just yet, but we are getting there. Right now, I bring people from other festivals to check out that content if they want to accept it in their festival, and and waive their admittance fee. Now, the people are getting exposure to their short film, and in one of my previous events, I had Miami Web Fest executive director at my event, and he picked up two of my showings, and he let them submit for free.
Two
to
of your
the-
showings, I mean, two films that you had in your festival, he picked them up and wanted to produce them into a full length.
He picked them up and wanted to insert them in his festival for
Okay.
free. And
film
his
festival?
Yeah, Miami Web Fest, and his festival gets even executive producers we got people from Universal going. We had people from everywhere. That HBO Latino was one of the judges for his festival. So it goes like I am just a more like a local venue for people to kind of like give their actors the opportunity to come and check the film in the big screen, and the director and things like that.
Are your films in English and Spanish, or only Spanish?
No, it's only English.
Only English.
Only English.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
So I actually
Why you're
produced...
gonna produce a Spanish
Hablo
piece?
español, un poquito.
You're gonna do a movie? You're gonna do a movie in
Sí,
Spanish?
sí,
The
señor.
reason
Good luck with
they're
that.
English because most of my people speak English, whether they're Latinos
Right.
or Americans or African Americans. They mostly speak English. I associate myself a lot with African Americans and Haitians, and they don't speak Spanish. No
So
worth of-
when does the festival actually, when do you actually hold the festival?
It's May, September, and January every year.
So quarterly almost.
It's a quarterly.
What about the one that you did, Web Latino? There has a lot of people from Latin
Miami-
America.
Yeah,
and
Miami
also-
Web Fest has another branch called Latino Web Fest. So I also work with Miami Web Fest, and I also work with for Lauderdale International Film Festival, doing the red carpets and things like that. And I work with
That
a
was
couple.
good.
With Miami 48-hour Film Project, I also work with Film Miami Fest, which is more like at Latino as well. And I try to collaborate with other people.
Okay, so this is a comedy show, and I'm sure you have comedy
I've seen the comedy.
films that
I've
you
seen
that
the
you
first
have
one, had a good comedy.
forth. Let me ask you a couple of quick questions. What give me an example of in 30 seconds or less, like Freddie says, and the pressure's on, of a couple of really funny films that you did, and maybe something funny on set, or a funny story with a celebrity or a guest host. Just give us some funny story about working in this industry. I'm sure you must have some of them.
Every day, I bet you have something going
No,
on.
no.
and-
Oh yeah, there's
Give-
always
give
a
your-
funny
give your-
tale
give
behind
your
the
comment-
scenes.
No, give your funny story first, because I have to
Ah,
think
what?
about it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay, why you guys think about it? Being that you're in movies, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Oscars. It happens, I think, in 2 weeks. No,
Yeah, we should.
February 19th, is it?
I think it's the 19th. Yes, and she's looking again at her phone, and she does
Oh
this.
gosh,
Is
this
Leonardo-
is this generation,
She
Freddie.
drives me crazy
all
when she
text.
does this at the other.
Is
place. No,
Leonardo
no,
Di-
I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Leonardo
can't live without
DiCaprio is getting the Oscar finally, you think?
We hope.
Probably.
Leonardo DiCaprio, is he getting that Oscar?
Well,
He's due. He's a terrific
I mean-
actor.
Yeah, he's a
But he's
terrific
just-
actor, but
we
he's just a
have-
jerk.
He is. He's a bad. He's
Everybody-
not the best person.
everybody- I
No,
talked to
he's
he's a
becoming more
jerk.
humble now.
Yeah,
After too many,
humble,
I think
humble.
he's eight years
Yeah,
nominated.
He's 8 years old.
He has to be humble by now. No, what I'm talking
hilarious.
about is
Listen, the only thing humble
nominees.
about
probably
him
why they
are
gave
his
it to him.
toes.
But that's a good conversation. So everybody give their pick. Best actor is who? Best actor?
I don't know.
I agree.
Well, wait a minute.
Leonardo.
Wait,
Best
wait, wait.
actress?
Well, wait,
Jennifer
let's-
Lawrence.
let's talk
Joy.
about-
I like Jennifer.
Excellent movie.
I like
I
her
think she's a
overall.
little
Connecticut,
young
give me
for-
something, Connecticut.
Joy was fabulous.
I'll take Leo.
Yeah.
You take Leo? Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
take Leo because he's a.
Not
It's
at all.
okay. He's not that.
What are you gonna give Leo the Oscar for? What movie?
for the Revenant.
I think he should have gotten it in Titanic. Really, that was really a
Yeah, but
great
that's over
role.
with.
But he never got it.
That was
and-
like 20 years ago.
Who won movie of the year last year?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Come on, you guys are in the movie
2015.
business.
2015.
Wait, hold on. I know you know.
You know.
I just said it.
Alexandra.
No, I-
Come on.
They didn't hear it.
No, I don't.
Was it Birdman?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
loved
With this
it. I
guy.
love
What
that
is his
movie.
name?
I tried to watch
Keaton,
Birdman.
Michael Keaton.
Michael
Michael
He got the best actor too, right?
He
He's-
got
he's
best.
a
I
very
tried
good
to. I
actor.
tried to watch Birdman 3 times, and I fell asleep.
I hated it.
But
I
I'm
have to
falling
be
asleep in
honest.
different
I
parts
loved
of the movie, so hopefully the fourth
You know
time.
I'm with you, Freddie. I didn't like it.
People, you know why?
Tell me why.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
Filmmakers loved it.
We're Latinos.
Because of all the noir.
It was a one-take movie, and that is the new thing that filmmakers
Of
are
course, it's
raving
saving
about.
money.
One-take movie.
Yeah.
Silent House, Birdman, and it's gonna become more and more, usual for you to watch a movie that either gives you the impression that it's done in one take.
Because it's the reality aspect, isn't it? So since reality is so hot,
It's like
they have to.
reality TV with
That's
movie.
right. That's right.
Now, last year, they did not nominate which movie. It got nominated. I shouldn't say didn't. It got nominated a lot, but it didn't win movie of the year.
Which
Which one?
movie was that?
I don't
Gravity.
know. Oh,
Oh, was that Sandra Bullock?
Yes, it
Gravity?
was.
I mean,
You know,
it's a stretch though. Like one movie. with
she's
one person.
fabulous. I love Sandra Bullock. And talking
Well, you
about
talk about what you just talked about. I could do
No,
that. También.
Birdman, Birdman did not have one person.
No, it didn't. It had 400 people. There was so much stuff happening in that old theater that it drove me nuts. I mean, and I like stuff, but this was craziness. Do you think that should have been the movie of the year?
Which one?
Birdman.
Birdman?
I think Birdman was different to
Oh,
what we
you ain't
used to.
kidding.
Because it was innovative, that's
was
why it got the
innovative.
award. But it wasn't
Because
necessarily the
remember
best
who,
film.
No, but remember who votes for the Oscars?
Yeah, I
Other
don't really get to
actors.
that.
No,
Yeah.
not actors, producers, directors, actors, and people.
There's an
in the
elite.
bit.
There's an
So,
elite
they-
part
they
over
make
there.
these
Isn't
people
it
that are
SAG?
voting for
Isn't
the
anybody in SAG is able to vote?
Not necessarily.
No.
No.
But they are included in that,
Now,
aren't they?
No,
We're,
not all of
we're,
them.
we're coming up to a hard break, but before we do that, Creed, the movie Creed was directed by
That
a
was
black
great.
director.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and the what's his name, Stallone, was on there.
Supporting role, yeah.
No, leave my camera. Don't touch my camera.
I love Freddie's face, and he
the
never
bottom-
shows
and
himself.
and the bottom line is that Stallone asked the director if he should boycott the Oscars.
No.
He asked him.
Stallone asked the director
If he
hey,
should
man,
boycott.
if you don't want me to go,
Yeah,
I
if he
won't
should
go.
boycott, and the director said no, don't do it that way. We respect you, and yada yada yada.
No,
Okay,
and go represent the movie. Like
that's right. Because the bottom line here is that it's all
we
about
gotta
representing
eat
the
here.
movie.
We gotta
Right.
pay some
That's
bills.
right. That's right. So I looked up the top 10 female actors and actresses. There wasn't one black person in there.
Yeah.
But this
that's what
year,
say.
if you remember what they did at the other night, they
It's
said,
true.
look at the lineup. It's completely, international, and
Yeah,
you've
but I'm
got all
talking
the
about body.
colors up
But
here
I'm talking
this
about
year.
body of work. Body of work. Was Creed a good movie?
I thought so.
Movie of the year quality?
Not necessarily.
Which is the movie of the year? Which do you think is going to be the movie of the year?
I think
This year,
Yeah.
we're talking.
You think so?
I heard that. I didn't see it. I heard it was so bloody
I'm
and
gonna
gory.
see.
It's hard
I'm
to
gonna
see
see
it.
that movie this Saturday because I've seen a lot
Well,
of
the
movies.
thing is that from the movies that are nominated, I mean, the best.
Name
one,
the movies that are nominated. I see you checking it out on
I
your
have
phone.
it here.
Just bring it up.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, The
Wait,
Martian.
Brooklyn! Woo!
Yes,
Brooklyn.
The Martian.
I didn't like
Haven't
that at
seen
all.
it.
Didn't like it. Okay.
You
Room,
liked it?
Room,
seen
Spotlight, The
You don't
Big
watch
Short,
more Spotlight.
Bridge of
No,
Spies,
this bit ain't gonna work. this
Mad
bit isn't gonna work.
Max. I don't even know which one is that.
You
Mad
know what?
Max.
Mad Max.
Fury
that
Road.
was
That
another
was a
movie
good
to
one.
pay
Mad
attention
Max
to.
is a thing that you follow. Because,
Freddie, have you seen them all?
Yeah.
No.
See, unfortunately for me, unless it's a Disney movie, I don't get to see movies. I got out and saw Joy, and I loved it. But other than that, if you name like Shrek, woohoo, great movie.
All right. So why
that's it.
don't we do this? Why don't you give out the number? We're gonna take a
Okay.
break.
800-889-0267. Call, chat with the ladies, talk
Call-
about
call-
film.
Yeah. Call up and let us know what you think about what's gonna happen with the Oscars.
Right.
Because it's concerning as to what's going on in the movie industry.
I agree.
And we shall be right back. See you on the other side.
welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world, but have no idea how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars. And just find out those ideas just don't work. Health and Wealth Seminars carry advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that will cover all of your business needs. Call today, 954-303-9563, and let Health and Wealth Seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction.
Could one conversation change your life? When was the last time you talked and worked with someone, the right health practitioner, about your health and wellness? When was the last time, or maybe the first time, you received the personal attention and the individual program you deserved? Because no one program works for everyone, and the only program that will work is the one that is truly yours. Coaching for Health is a hands-on, customized health and wellness program that truly will change your life. Susie Bricker, a certified health coach, will be your personal advocate for living an energized and healthy life. She works with her clients to help them create and maintain a way of life that's healthy, flexible, fun, free of denial, and last but not least, gets results. By working together, bio-individual programs and lifestyle changes are made that are sustainable and that best support and target the individual needs and goals of each client. For more detailed information, please go to Coaching for Health's website at coachingforhealth.net or email coachingforhealth at susan.brickercoachingforhealth@outlook.com. Get the results you're looking for now and for the future, and give yourself the gift of great health and wellness that you so richly deserve.
Do you want to know what's happening in your life? Are you pining over a lost love? How about money? When to move? Things going awry at business? Or you're just curious about what's going to happen next? Then you need to call WBZT on Tuesday mornings at 8:15 a.m. and connect with me, Hallie Elise, your top 100 psychic. That's right, the empowerment psychic, Hallie Elise. I will help you get the answers that you need. And I will help you in a way that's calm and peaceful, that makes you feel really good. So be sure to call in to WBZT on Tuesday mornings at 8:15 a.m. at 800-889-0267. That's 800-889-0267. I look forward to speaking with you.
You're lunching with two boys from Brooklyn who invite you to advertise on their show. Share your good news. Just call 888-224-5422 and get all the information. There are plenty of options, and this could be a great chance to get the word out about your business or service. That's 888-224-5422. Now let's get back to those two boys from Brooklyn.
All right.
I'll give you the number.
Okay, hi and welcome back to Two Boys from Brooklyn and Abroad, and our guests, Can't wait to get back to speaking with them. But right now, I want to thank our sponsor, Dr. Pinozzo. He's got a medical seminar, Diagnose and Treat the Cause of Your Pain Without Surgery and Drugs. Don't forget, he is the pain whisperer, and he is promising to get rid of my migraines. I cannot wait for that.
Your what grains?
My migraines.
Your migraines.
I have
They
one
say
right now,
migraines.
Freddie. You're giving me one.
Migraines.
Anyway, back to Dr. Pinozzo. His seminar is
Pinozzo.
Pinozzo.
Yes,
Dr.
there you go.
Pinozzo. His seminar is Tuesday, February 16th at South County Civic Center. That's 16700 Jog Road. Call for more information at 954-303-9563. And you can listen to Dr. Pinozzo live on WBCT 12:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. And back to Freddie to give you more details.
And 94.3 FM Real Radio.
94.3. See, I just can't be Les. We need Les. I miss Les.
Who's Les?
Oh, Les.
Les who?
Les, who loves to give me a little bit of jabs here and there, but I do love him and miss him. So, girls,
Wait, hold on a second. Do you know what I just realized?
What's that?
Connecticut? That the number for AMP is not 888, it's 866-224-5422. So I got to get that straight.
Okay, but
No
our
wonder
number
why-
here in the
No
studio.
wonder why it ain't.
20 minutes
No
ago.
wonder why. No wonder why I haven't gotten a phone call about the show.
So say it again, Freddie. What was it?
866-224-5422 is the number to AMP2 TV.
And our telephone number here right now is 800-889-0267.
What's that number?
889-0267.
800.
800.
Okay.
800.
Okay, so
so call
Freddie,
in.
you want to go back to our lovely guests?
Yes. Call in and get your video sent. If I have a video to send to you, where do I send it?
Send it to Alexandra Bello PTV at gmail.com. So Alexandra with no I, Bello with 2 L's, and Productions Television.
Holy mackerel.
PTV at gmail.com.
Your name is like a movie itself. Let me ask you a question. Any kind of movie? Violent, not violent, R,
Well,
X, Y, Z?
I try, for example, to do all the crime dramas, thrillers, and things like that, kind of like in September, closer to Halloween. And then in May, I try more like family-related comedies, romantic movies.
So it's themed by quarter?
documentaries. It's themed, but it's like a broad theme, like
a
you
broad
know,
thing.
like
Like a broad.
yeah.
Is
yeah.
there a fee to get into the festival, or is it just anybody can enter?
No. Right now, I've been doing it just with people that are referred by other people.
Okay.
This is the first one. Number 7 is the first one where I'm going to be charging a fee for people to send their screenplays, and the screenplay's gotta be 8 to 10 pages long.
At least. Or 8 to 10? What kind
Now,
of?
ten.
That's
are you
short.
going to turn those? Are you going to vote to turn those screenplays into a film?
Yes.
Is that the
Yes.
goal? I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the-
you-
the screenplay
You're getting
that
more
wins
aggressive. No,
gets
no, Liz.
money,
No, Liz.
And
no.
I pick it up for
Okay.
production along with somebody else in the event that gets best trailer. That is going to be selected as the director for the film.
Very nice.
You know, that's really cool because
Yeah.
the concept of what we're trying to do here is that this is actually the work piece towards something that we're doing in a reality piece. And hopefully we shoot it a week from this Saturday.
What's that?
What happens is we're going to the reality spot. We're going to do a 20-minute piece to see if people like the concept where we come to work here, but on the outside there's a whole different Two Boys from Brooklyn and abroad. Dame,
This
a
is the
chick,
first
whatever
time
she
I
is.
heard about that. Connecticut, were you on board with that? Is that a secret?
Well, Connecticut is...
I heard about it like the first week, but I'm not involved.
Wait
Yeah,
a
she
minute.
is-
yes,
she is
you
gonna
are.
They're
be-
following
yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
They're following you with the camera to see what
Yeah,
you're
we-
doing outside,
Amp-
besides what you do here.
Yes, AMP is a production company, and we have
Okay.
cameras. Are going to be running around like mad people, like you saw
It
yesterday in the
sounds
parking lot.
Yep.
Watch out,
and
world.
I'm gonna bring Connecticut with us because her background is in the
All
movie
right.
industry. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be shooting at different places. Like I already have friends in Maggiano's, and I have friends on Atlantic Avenue that own restaurants. We're gonna do a little bit of that. And we're gonna be at the
Nice.
beach. and-
Totally fun. I didn't know
cannot
about
do
that. That's
Periscope
exciting.
Yeah.
So
What happened?
I know Freddie doesn't like
the
when I do
Wi-Fi.
this, but I'm dying to hear like some funny lines or funny bits that you've experienced working, with your film
I
kit.
bought you as much time as I could there, Alexandra Bellos, with no L's and B's and D's.
I just want to hear some funny stories. Like, make
Funny
me laugh.
stories.
You're-
I'm going to
you're
tell you a
filmmaker.
funny
You
story.
got a funny
She'll
story?
tell you a funny
Well,
story.
let me tell you that I do broadcast in Spanish.
No.
Yes.
Really?
I know, right?
No.
That's coming from me.
With that accent.
I
no.
know. So that's the situation
First of
that
all,
I
are you
have.
Puerto Rican? Are you Colombian? Where's the
I'm
accent?
Are you Chinese?
I'm Dominican Republic.
Dominican.
Dominicana.
Dominicana.
You're not from
So-
the Heights, though, right?
No, I'm not.
New
But I
York
have
City?
a lot of friends from the
In the Heights?
Washington Heights.
Oh my God.
Yes.
My sister. Yes,
Who
they
doesn't
do. You
have?
want some?
If you're Dominican, who doesn't have somebody
You want
from
some?
Washington Heights?
You know, I actually don't have a lot of friends from the Dominican. I have Colombian friends,
okay.
Puerto Rican friends, but now I have two new friends from the Dominican.
Hello.
Nice. Me gusto mucho.
So let me tell you to
Me
do
bella.
something
not
like
sure.
a broadcast in a country that English speaking is the first language, but you have to do everything else to translate at the same time. For example, I'm just going to give you
You mean
something
translating
simple
in your mind before
at
you
the
speak?
same time.
Right. It's tough.
Crazy, right? Yes, because I'm reading the traffic, whatever is going on in Massachusetts, for example, Boston, and there's one I-93, and then you're going to Fellsway,
copy
Mystic
paste
Valley
it?
Parkway. Have you been in Boston, for
I
example?
have my ex-husband actually lives in Boston now.
Okay,
God,
there
don't
you
bring
go.
this one up.
I'm
So
not bringing it
imagine-
up. I'm
Not
just
you,
mentioning
her.
where he lives.
Imagine you are doing the traffic en español. Muy buenos días, aquí estamos con la información en el tránsito. Y you're saying everything in
Great
Spanish.
voice.
Yes.
But then you go into it English because you have to do both. You know, 93 con Fellsway, Mystic Valley Park, woof. You know what I mean? It happened on the
you
air
have to
to
do
me.
Spanish.
Literally barked on the air.
I did it because I was like, how do you pronounce this street? You know what I mean?
I love
was
that.
like, okay, wait a minute.
You're lucky you
Mystic
didn't
Valley
just curse.
Parkway. Yes, there it is. You know what I mean? Like you
Uh-huh.
on the air, right on the spot, but you make fun of it at the same time, and people are laughing. They love it. Daisy, do it
It's
again.
great. It's great. You
So-
know, I speak a little bit of Hebrew, a little bit of Spanish, and a lot of bit of bad English. So when I try to translate, I'll say something like "Ani medeberet hablo español." And people say, "What did she just say?" And I just said, "I speak Spanish, but I say it in Hebrew and English, and I start to go back and
There you
forth.
go.
So it's
I
very
can't.
difficult.
I have.
get
It could
it.
be.
I have a hard enough time speaking English. Now look at
There
that
you
board
go.
and tell me what you see.
Oh my goodness, he asked me to see something without my glasses.
Now we got a phone call.
Les, I've
We
got
have a
Les
phone
on the
call.
phone.
Oh,
Wow, and I
put
was
that
waiting
up.
for you, sweetheart.
Periscope does
I
not
miss
work
you.
here.
Let me ask you a question.
Periscope is not working. Oh, you got him on? Les, are you
Yeah,
there?
it's me.
Hi, Les. Did you hear me say
Hi.
how much I missed
I
you?
hear you fine, baby. I'm out here in the golf course. I gotta understand one thing. Why the heck did they put water on the golf course? I got two scuba divers trying to find my ball.
Oh no.
That's because,
Man.
Les, your ball is on
Yeah.
the water.
Well, one ball fell out.
Underwater, I tell you, underwater.
We know it is. There's a guy here. I think I asked him how much does he make. He goes and dives for balls. He found 3 balls with my name on it. Would you
Wow.
believe that? Yeah, he charged me 50 cents to have them.
There's a guy, a
How's
scuba
Joe
diver
going,
at the
guys?
golf course getting the ball.
Aren't you
Unbelievable.
freezing your little you-know-what's off on that golf course today? It is so cold. It is a piece of Brooklyn in Florida.
Let me tell you something. I peed icicles.
Uh,
I'm right behind the tree. I'm right behind the tree right now because I don't have the Euro Club with me.
Listen, hey Les,
What?
you're the only human
Yes.
being I know that is a germaphobe, and you're out there playing in 40-degree weather. What is the matter with you?
God
I have
bless
2
you.
gloves on.
I know it gets old, but you always say it, and it's so cute.
What do you got it on Periscope?
Periscope.
She got it on
So,
Periscope.
Les, I am
iPhone
so
6
sorry. I
Plus.
destroyed the name Dr. Pinozzo. I cannot replace you. You're just irreplaceable.
Oh, you know, you're the same way. I can't. Do me a favor. When I'm there tomorrow, wear sunglasses. Because when you look straight at me, I get so excited. I want to go get into my seat.
He's good, yeah.
Well, Les, you're missing 2 beautiful babes in here today, and I know you love to flirt, and we got a blonde and a brunette.
That's right.
Oh, man, can't they come back tomorrow?
And Les, one of them is getting married, and the other one has been hitched forever.
That's the only problem.
Yeah.
No, sir, because I've been hitched forever, and her and I could have some stories to talk about.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Exactly.
So tell us exactly what you're doing right now, Les. Are you still golfing, or are you?
Hey, you know what, Les?
done
Now
with
that
the
you're
team?
out there, let's put you to work. Why don't you tell us what the weather's like?
Yeah, be the
Hey,
weatherman.
right,
Be the weatherman.
right now here on Western Hills Country Club, it's 57 degrees. I'm wearing long pants, socks, a sweatshirt, and my regular shirt. And then I had to go back because I didn't have a collared shirt. And I said to the starter, let me ask you a question. It's a collared shirt, but it's under my sweater. You want to see what underwear I'm wearing? So he yelled at me, and I had to go and buy a shirt.
TMI, TMI, TMI. I don't know that we're interested
Too
in the
much
underwear you wear.
information.
But okay, listen, it's so great that you called. And do you have a question for our ladies here? They're doing television, video,
Radio.
event production, radio, and film festivals.
And did you hear the question of the day, Les?
What's that, buddy?
On Sesame Street, there's an elephant, and we want to know: do you know the name of the elephant?
I know Big Bird.
Snuffleupagus.
name
He
of
was
the
my
elephant?
favorite when I was a kid.
Oh,
And
you're
she,
right.
she just
Snuffleupagus.
ruined
Very
the question
good.
of the day. I didn't think anybody would get that, Les.
I got one
Snuffleupagus.
for you. Okay, everybody.
I actually
Who was
auditioned for
Howdy?
that
Who
Oh,
was
here we
Howdy
go.
It was awful.
Who
What?
was Howdy Doody's best friend?
Howdy Doody's best friend?
Yeah, come on, go ahead.
Howdy Doody. Howdy Doody.
Howdy
Let me
Doody.
It's a
think
tricky
back.
question.
I knew it wasn't
Careful.
That's
Clarabelle.
way back there, Les.
No, it wasn't. Dilly Dally.
No, delete that.
Okay.
So
I knew
I just got,
Flubbernuss.
wait, hold on. I have to go because two of the guys in back of me just gave me the finger, and they're bigger than me.
Good.
They gave you the
Okay,
finger.
let's-
Oh, that's
Before
Yeah,
you leave, Les, do you have a pick for the Oscar winner this year?
For the males, I have DiCaprio.
No, movie of the
And
year.
the females?
The movie of the year, I would say Revenant. I can't pronounce it with
Another one for Revenant. I gotta go see this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard it's very bloody and gory.
and female.
I like
It's
Lad.
a
Female.
little long, but it's very good. It's very
It's a little long.
I don't know. Anything
Lawrence,
DiCaprio's in,
Joy.
I like. I like him a lot. Okay, guys.
All right, goodbye.
Oh, wait,
Les.
hold on 1 second. All right, yeah,
No, hold on.
see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day. And those ladies, take a picture and their number. I need those.
We'll give you a number, all right?
So, speaking of Sesame Street,
We
honest,
were?
Yeah, honest to God, this is what I was told. You can't always believe your mom, right? But when I was 2, I was started acting, and I was doing these different commercials. And supposedly, I went on an audition for Sesame Street. If you're listening, call in and tell me if this story's true. But someone told this to me when I was a kid. That I went on an audition for Sesame Street, and I was picked to be on the show. But then I couldn't get on the show because I was afraid of the Cookie Monster. So when they rolled the cameras, I actually ran off the set, crying. Isn't that sad and awful?
I still run from
Imagine-
Cookie Monster. I'm
I
on my age.
know.
No, now I run from Cookie Monster if I see him.
Do you have children?
I do.
You do?
I do.
And how old are the kids?
10 and 13.
Well,
My
the
daughter's
10-year-old
10.
The 10-year-old, I think, is a little too old to watch Sesame Street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too old.
They stop
I-
at like
I-
age 4.
Not me. I still watch it. I
Ah.
love this stuff. Cookie
I watch
Monster,
Scooby-Doo.
Snuffle. Scooby-Doo, I like.
Oh, with the mysteries
do
and
you
the
know-
monsters and all that.
I love
You know what I miss watching when my kids were little? There were 2 shows that they watched all the time. One was the Dino Dan, or the dinosaur, the little dinosaurs, and the other one was Diego
Oh,
and Dora. Those were my favorite shows.
Oh,
you
please,
know,
I
I
can't
missed
stand
them all.
Dora.
Yeah.
Cannot stand Dora.
Dora, Dora,
All right,
Dora, this
all
blotter.
right, so let's get back. So you do the news in English and
In
Spanish.
Spanish, in
and
Spanish.
goodbye.
But I translate right on the minute.
Are you going to be doing any movie parts? Do you have a cast for anything?
No, I've been
I
doing.
have asked her and stuff.
She doesn't like to be on TV, right?
She likes television and radio.
She likes
Yeah, that's
watching
me.
or she likes being on it?
journalism.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like interviewing, talking to people, interacting.
My kind of girlfriend.
Yeah.
You like doing English and Spanish or both?
I do it in both because you're in United States of America. You have to do it in both. So sometimes I do an interview and you have to put the subtitles or do translation right there
Don't
in
you
the moment.
find it more fun to sort of draw real people into telling their stories? Like, that's what I think, besides just celebrity interviews, but just when you sit with somebody who's real and you can draw things out of them that you never expected to
Oh,
get out
that's
of
what
it,
you want.
It's the best.
That's what
It's
you
such
want
a great
to
feeling.
tell me something that you haven't tell anyone. Just tell me about something that nobody knows about you, and then
So,
people are like,
girls,
"Whoa!"
Tell us something that you have never told anybody.
No,
Well,
Tell
you-
us
I'm the first
something.
one.
I'm gonna tell you, you went right into that one.
Oh yeah,
I
you
did,
opened
I
the
can't
door.
believe
Didn't
I
you
did.
see the
I
way
saw
I did that?
coming.
I did it.
I
did
pulled
it.
it right
I
out.
saw
So
that coming.
you gotta give what you get. Get what
Yes,
you give. So give
yes.
us something good, girl.
I'm getting married, so this is a great new
When is the wedding?
phase in my life in June.
In
June,
Florida?
In Florida.
Oh, cool.
So, nervous, going crazy, trying to get married at the beach, but expensive. It's crazy. How expensive could it be?
I know a friend that got married for free at the beach.
Oh, I have to talk to you, girl,
Yeah,
because
you
it
go-
is.
Basically rolled up, they put the chairs real quick.
No, I don't want to do it
And
that
it was
way.
like 1 hour.
Just go with your
This
husband.
is
No,
not
I'm going
something
through that.
no one knows. I want to hear. a
No,
little bit
nobody
of
knows how
something.
much it's gonna cost this wedding.
Good answer.
Got me there.
Good answer. And tell her that if she
My
wants to
fine
know,
se- yes.
she has to pay for it.
Which are you trying to get married on?
Well, I tried Delray Beach, and I'm trying Jupiter. I know, I'm trying Jupiter. Boynton?
Go
Okay.
north and it'll
You
cost
know what?
you
Bringing
less.
a lot of sand and to go to a pool, and it's the same difference.
Yeah, you can do that. Or golf course. I've been trying.
On the
I'm trying
18th
to.
hole.
The
What
Boca Dunes.
is your fiance doing for you for Valentine's Day?
It's a surprise.
Do you even know?
He's listening right now. Hi, Manuel.
So I just read in USA News this morning that if you really want to be frugal and enjoy Valentine's Day, you need to celebrate it on February 15th, not February 14th.
On Monday?
Because everything, the restaurants
didn't
are
sell.
less expensive,
'Cause
the
it-
flowers cost less, the chocolates cost less, the jewelry costs less.
It's
so as long as
Monday.
you purchase
Because things that didn't sell
correct.
It's
are
Monday.
half price on Monday.
That's right.
Now, do you know the best?
buying anything, and my husband is not buying anything.
That's why February 15th is
just
better.
spending
You don't have to buy anything. You can make something.
Yeah.
You make something. Now, do you know that?
Sing him a song.
You can do.
I said something
You
nice.
singing a song? Let's hear it.
Do you sing? I've known you for years. You don't sing.
4 minutes.
Okay, let's get her to
Wait a
sing.
minute. Wait a minute.
We
Do
just
you
got
know?
a signal. We just got a signal.
Kenny should scream. Do you know the two states, number one, and the last city, the two cities that are for Valentine's, number one and number last?
I suppose New York is number one.
No, San
No.
Francisco is number one.
Really?
Yes.
And do you know which is the worst city in the country?
The worst city.
Hialeah.
Wait, for Valentine's Day? And
Hialeah.
San Francisco is mostly
What about
like a
the Cuban
bisexual-
There's
community?
nothing
Are
for
listening.
lovers to do in Hialeah. I didn't do this. You can look it up. They said that in Hialeah there are only 2 restaurants that are worth it, but horrible.
Don't go there.
Horrible. Horrible.
Hey,
So
and you have to speak Spanish to go in there, I bet.
that's another thing.
Drive to Elliot.
Alessandra, give us a 2-second version of your song. Quick, one line. Sing it for us, baby.
Sing it to your husband.
I'll sing it to you.
Oh, Freddie, you're always doing that to me.
back.
I'm
No.
trying to get her to do something that's going to make her...
No, I don't want anybody getting mad at me. You could create all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, like craft. Some craft.
Yeah, you could buy
How about
edible
you, Freddie,
edible
your
underwear.
girlfriend?
I did a poem for my.
You did porn.
What?
You did porn for your
I
for your
do-
future husband, Manuel.
I do that all
Manuel,
the
you're in
time.
good shape here, Manuel.
I do that all the time. That's normal. I said a poem.
Oh, a poem.
Yes.
Actually, on the top 10 things to do with your fiance or husband or wife on Valentine's Day, it's watch porn with your spouse or take a shower together.
That's
that was
why,
on the list.
That's
Oh
why.
wow, very
Yeah.
cool. I'll
And
take
what
a
do you-
shower together.
That's on the
Okay.
list.
I'll have it
Well, there
done
you
by
go.
tomorrow.
You can do that. Buy a new soap, though, honey.
Freddie,
Don't
do
be
you have a
using
love
that
in your
soap.
life? Freddie Love?
Yes.
And you have any special plans for the night?
I don't know yet. I'm putting all that together.
Mum's the word. Okay, let's give the girls one more chance to tell our
But wait a minute.
listeners-
She wrote a poem. What kind of poem?
It's in
We have 2
Spanish.
minutes.
I have to say my website.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do here.
DaisyCedeno.com. DAISY Cedeno, CEDENO.com. If you want to learn who I am, everything that I do, from broadcasting, TV, and my book, which is called The Naked Soul.
Oh,
It's
you
a
should have brought that.
poem.
We could have.
She
It's
needs
a
to come
poem.
back. She needs to come back and be
We should
interviewed
have brought
about
that.
her
We
book.
could have talked about your
Well,
book.
we were talking
She
about
gave
film
you one
today.
next time.
She came today to check out the show and talk to you and stuff like
Check us out, baby.
Yes, so
Check us
I'm
out.
so glad to be
Wanna
here.
wrap
Thank you
it
so
up? You have
much
1
for
minute.
inviting
We got
us.
1 minute. And do you give us your website real quick?
that. AlexandraBello.com
Excellent.
or abptv.net, whichever is easier.
That's right. And she does a and she does a
Whatever
show.
you want.
She does a show on Fridays from 6 to 6:30. Go to her website. Get those details.
Yeah, go check my website.
That's right. Okay, Missy Fu.
You can catch
You
us
wanna
on
say-
YouTube tomorrow.
That's right. And give the website to the Water Day.
www.skyh20.com or skyh20.com. Thank you to Connecticut. Thank you to the lovely ladies. Thank you
and
to
that-
Freddie
and
for
that-
letting me be here again.
And that water thing is kind of cool because you get water in the desert, which
Yes,
is
you
really
can.
cool. Yeah.
Right from the air.
Right from
Perfectly
the
pure.
Unfortunately, there's no way to plug it in, but we'll talk about that later. I want to thank Answer
cute.
TV for the sponsorship. I want to thank H2O.com with all those letters, whatever it was.
And I want to thank you, Freddie,
And
for
thank
being
you.
you.
And if we go into song, I'm going to throw up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join us tomorrow for another Bagel and
Sayonara.
Ash.
How do you eat your hot dogs, girls? Mustard or sauerkraut or
Mustard or ketchup?
Mustard, ketchup, mayo,
No,
and
Mustard, ketchup,
mustard,
mayo.
ketchup,
Ketchup.
mayo, and relish.
Ketchup. And there's another winner for the Freddie team. All right.
Ding, 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 ding,
We'll
ding,
see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
that's about it for today's lunch break with two boys from Brooklyn. You're invited to join the break every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So, if you missed some of the good stuff they served up today, there's more coming next time. Bring your lunch and the boys from Brooklyn will bring the smiles. And it's all live. See you next time. Now go and enjoy the rest of your day.